My name is Jared Penn. I'm with the Sanger High School bass fishing team. One of my favorite techniques to use when the fishing gets tough is a shaky hit. Without a doubt, my favorite shaky hit is a Santone Lures Piglet, and today I'm going to show you why. Now, some of my favorite things about the Santone Lures Piglet Shaky Head is that it comes in two different styles. You have the more traditional round ball style head and the newer football style head. It comes in four different sizes. You have the 8, the 3/16, the quarter, and the 5/16. Comes with a super sharp Gamakatsu hook, a 4/0 on the 8 and 3/16, and a 5/0 on the quarter and 5/16. Comes in two different colors. You got black and camo with a super chip resistant paint. Comes with the awesome screw lock. Comes 3 per pack and retails for $5.39. Now, some of my favorite ways to fish a shaky head are to just cast it out there and drag it across the bottom, or you can throw it out there, let it hit the bottom, drag it, and when you come to a hard object, give it a slight pop, let it hit the bottom, continue dragging. Or my favorite way is to throw it out there and kind of swim it. And basically what I mean by that is I throw it out there, I let it hit the bottom, and once it hits the bottom, I just give it subtle little hops, let it hit the bottom, give it subtle little hops, and just continue this process. Now, you have to let the fish tell you what they want on that given day, but more than likely one of these 3 techniques will help you catch more fish when fishing a Santone Lures Piglet Shaky Head. Now, rigging your Santone Lures Piglet Shaky Heads is extremely easy, and you can use any number of baits ranging from craws to stick worms, or my personal favorite, finesse worms. Now, when rigging your bait onto the Santone Lures Piglet Shaky Heads, you need to make sure that the head of your bait is flat so it sits nice and flush against the head. Now, to rig it, you need to take your bait, line it up with the screw lock so that the bait sits straight. Once you've done that, you just want to push and turn. Once you've done that, you just want to continue doing it until your bait is all the way up the screw lock and touching the head. Once it's touching the head, go ahead and give it an extra twist or two to make sure it's really locked onto the screw lock. Once you've done that, take your hook, line it up against your worm, and where the bend of the hook is, you just want to place your thumb there, then put your hook on top of the worm, push your bait like that, put your hook into the bait, don't press it all the way through, but more or less run your worm onto the hook, so that way your hook is into the bait, and what's going to happen is when that fish bites, it's going to push the worm down, you're going to set the hook, and it's going to push the worm up the hook, exposing all this hook and helping you catch more fish. So go to santonelures.com today and buy yourself some Piglet Shaky Heads.